president, past president, and the vice president, and me, the secretary. And what we're doing today is we got some 30 mesh dirty gold that the past gold committee or treasurer got. And what we're doing is taking that dirty gold and we're going to melt it down, taking out all the impurities to make bigger pieces.
Right. And in practical terms for the prospecting people, you can do the same thing. You can take all your real fine flour gold and you can melt it into a bigger piece that you can make into a artificial nugget, or just keep it as a little ingot or a gold round that you could sell somewhere where people that with the fine dirty gold might not want to buy from you. So our first step is we want to weigh out the gold to put in our into our process of melting down the gold. Then I have a electronic scale here that weighs 0.1 grain, which is all you really need. And then first step is we put in our little tray. We hit the T for tare. That gets us down to 0. We're going to make a 11 grain nugget this time. So as you see, I'm slowly dumping in the grainage here until I get 11. Okay. As you see, I'm just slowly dumping it in, like you would if you're reloading bullets. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, I have an 11.6, so we're going to make an 11.6 nugget out of our fine gold. As you can see here, Michelle, you can see how fine that is. I got her. Well, thanks. So you can see how fine the gold is there. And so obviously a lot of stores do not want to buy that fine of a gold, or if they buy it, they want to give you like half spot price for it. This way is a way to make the person pay a little more than half spot for it. And so our next step is, once we weigh it, we're going to take it over to our melting station where we have MAP gas and borax, and we're using the borax as a flux. And Patrick will, in the next step, will show you how we do that.
Okay. Now we're at the our melting station we set up here. Okay, I'm going to go over a couple basic things that we had to do the melting. Okay, got a crucible right here, 2 sizes. I bought this on Amazon. It's like $19. And if you look at it, you see the shiny area. What that is it's borax. So you put a little bit of borax there, you melt it down, it liquefies, and you're like, you season the crucible basically. Okay, what I'm going to use to melt it, we're using MAP gas and just a simple torch. Home Depot, that's it. You also can use butane. There's different torches you can use on a different torch head, so I just choose to use this one today. Okay, in addition to that, we took our borax out and we got it right here. So it's just a powder, that's all it is. So we got a little bit here ready to go. I'm going to heat this up, it liquefies, we'll put the gold in, and then we'll put a
little bit on top.
Sprinkle a little bit on top, and you'll see that process. Okay, what happens is after the gold forms like a little button in here, what we're going to dump it in the ice water, and that cools it. And then you'll see the result of that. So it's real simple. You take your flour gold, your small gold, you melt it down into a button, you cool it off, and you're done. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up to get it liquefied, and then Joe's going to dump the gold in, and then we're going to put a little bit of more borax.
I mean, once it goes in the ice water, it splits up into little pieces, or it may go into a ball. Depends on where it hits in the ice.
Okay, we can get started. Turn it on, and we're going to apply heat, and you'll see the flux liquefy. I'm going to take a little bit and just stick it right in there.
You can see on the bottom there's a bunch of black stuff. That's from the previous gold we melted. Those are the impurities.
You see this really liquefying. And what we're doing is we're bringing the crucible preheating that, and that'll help us melt the gold. Okay, I'm gonna look right here. You see the
Flux.
flux running down there, starting to liquefy. See that? Okay, you got it here.
Here's the gold here.
Gold goes in.
Flux on top.
Flux on top, and then we continue to heat.
You can see already starting to melt.
He knows how it's got that nice gold color when you go in the heat. That dirty look well up.
And now, once it starts getting up to temperature and the crucible's heated up also, you'll see it'll go pretty quick. The gold will adhere, and then we'll have a couple little outlier pieces that will suck up into the button.
There it goes.
There it is. There it is starting. You see it starting to liquefy, and you hear to each other. Just keep the heat concentrated. See the crucible's heating up now, helping melt that gold. You got the flame and you got the crucible up to the same temperature. You can see it right there starting to form. Little buttons and all that will stick together. There it is, there it goes. Look at it. See how quick it goes? Once it's up to temperature, it all sticks to each other. Just keep that heat on there constant, and it'll all go to nice little button. There it is, see it all? You know, you got little outliers, just gotta heat them up so they get sucked in. And there's one little piece right there. It'll heat up and it'll get sucked in. That one.
That's about good.
I get that one little piece.
All right.
And that little piece don't want to go in. You good?
Good.
Okay. So next step, I'm going to dump it in the water here. Ice water, and you'll see it. It'll just solidify. Ready?
Okay, now the next step is once it's cooled down, we're going to look for it here. Ah, there it is. I found it. Right there.
I'm going to weigh it.
Oh, wait a minute, let me get a good close-up of it. All right, nice.
That's it.
There we go, perfect.
So the next step is weighing.
Next step, we would just go back and we re-weigh it just to make sure that we didn't have any impurities in it or not. It should weigh approximately the same, which was 11 point something. 11.2. That's what it was.
Not bad.
11.2.
So there's no losses?
Nope.
Wow, wonderful.
And so this is what we have. We have we converted. Oh, so as you can see, we converted 11.2 grains of dirty gold that was real fine in that into a nice little how would you call
Button.
it? Button that now you can hammer out and or just take it this way and then sell it, and it's a lot easier to sell it this way than with all that with the fine stuff we had here before.
Where's the coin?
So there's our dime
Wow, huge, big difference.
compared to all that fine stuff we had before.
That's a nice piece of gold too.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and
so-
also too, you notice too, well, we did two things. We've combined the gold into a nice little button, but also you notice the color of the gold. It's nice and bright and gold color looking now, where before before we used the borax, it was dark and dirty looking gold.
Right.
And so we've done two things. We've cleaned up and made the gold look more presentable. And we've got it into one form. We can either keep it this way or save up these little buttons until we get maybe an ounce, and then we combine them all together. You can have rings made out of it, a pendant made out of it. And there used to be a jewelry store up in Alpine where you could take your gold like this, and for $25, he would make you a fake nugget out of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he had the forms, you know. He just pour it in there and he'd buff it up for you, and you'd have a little pendant of nugget of gold.
So anybody could make these, right?
Sure, as you saw, Patrick, it's just stuff that just takes a little time. You know, it might take you a couple times. Like what happened here. Here, we tried one time and we didn't quite do it, but the second time on, it perfected itself. So
Yep.
it just takes a little practice, one or two times of playing with it, and to get the technique down, and then you see what you can do with your fine gold.
So our first nugget we did a 22 ouncer. We did
A
is we-
22 grain nugget.
22 ounces.
Yeah, yeah.
A 20 grain nugget, and it was big, so we smashed it a little bit and we cut it in half,
Half,
and there you go. You can do
yeah.
that too. So you can do
either
whatever
way.
you want.
Right. Or you can smash this a little bit too if you want, and make it a little bit bigger.
Richard, do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, it's a pretty simple process, and anyone can do it. Now, with MAP gas, it takes a little longer. With the settling, it will go a lot quicker because it's hotter. Or you can melt it in an oven and bring that out and do the same thing.
So what kind of oven is that?
It's like a ceramic oven. It's good for gold, silver, and
You want to go ahead and
porcelain.
finish
So
that?
you can do
Yeah.
almost
So
anything
you do the
with
rest
it.
of it up?
Okay, so what size is
now
it?
raise
Is it
them easy in
big?
the
Is it
future.
expensive?
Just a little small one, maybe $300,
we're gonna do
$400,
another one,
depending
finish
on
it
the
up. Okay,
oven
good.
you get.
Now that we know what we're
And you can
doing.
get them 110 or 220
Oh, for electricity.
for electricity.
Just remember though, if you get electricity, it's going to take you a while to heat up the oven.
Because you
The
got to heat
temperature.
the whole oven and the crucible.
Does it only come in electric? Can you
You
get
can
it
get
in
gas too.
You can get it in
Propane?
gas too. Yeah, propane.
Maybe 10s, or is that just the rest of it will smash it
And it'll
down?
take forever. For the oven, it uses up a lot of gas. I mean, like
we get
electricity
started
to
over
heat
there?
it up. So it will run up your electricity bill using an oven.
Here's our end product. As you see, we've converted our nice dirty gold from about this is approximately 43 grains of gold into nice bright shiny gold, and also sizes that we can pound down, hammer out, and possibly sell that way. And we have a lot larger market for our gold now. Or you can hang on to this, melt it down, make yourself a pendant or a fake gold nugget out of it. So as you can see, with a little bit of work and not very much money invested, you can take all your fine gold and get it into a more useful form that you can use later on.
Very good.